Then there were those several videos which were there on social media saying they were overworked, underpaid, and those kind of things came out. So where was this dissonance? What you wanted to do and what happened then?
Like 100%. So when like we had like 15,000 sales guys at its peak, out of which even 1% of them crossing the line or like aggressively selling, we have made mistakes, but all of that was in the initial years. We have corrected all of that by having enough guardrails. Now what happens is like now when you like we had 6 million plus students. How many complaints are in thousands? So that's, if you think of from a percentage point of view, unfortunately social media things get blown out of proportion, right? Beyond all this, now maybe like there are a few thousand students and parents where we would have done overselling. We have corrected them, but we have also given the same product completely free to 5.5 million students. They are not on social media. Their voice is not heard anywhere. Today, that's why I'm not giving up, because the moment we come back in control, and 100% it will happen in whatever form and shape, and sometimes it's a blessing in disguise, because like the things like this can create PTSD, but for those who are mission driven, it will be used to create post-traumatic growth.
Okay. See, when you talked about giving those tablets, giving those phones and learning through that, there was this hyper-aggressive mode that the sales force went and said, if you don't buy this, then your children, ye piche hat jayenge aapke bacche. So were you selling hardware? Were you selling dreams? Were you selling education? What was your goal?
We were selling love for learning. Now, in while doing so at scale, like that's why I was telling you, like at the ground level, a few hundred of those tens of thousands of sales guys have made mistakes, but we have corrected them. We have actually corrected them, because we all now what is missing out is for anything there are two sides to it, right? If it's used in moderation. Now, how do you solve the biggest challenge we have in today, what no one talks about? Like I come from a village, so I know that 20 years back in my village, there were graduates who were staying back to teach. Today, none of them are staying back. They are all moving to cities. So we have a much bigger challenge at grassroots levels to solve today. Teachers, with the kind of urbanization which has happened in the last 20, 30 years, forget about good teachers. Schools are struggling to find teachers. The only way you can solve this at scale is by using technology as an enabler. So now I was only selling, when I say like the mission was always and will always be to sell, I will never sell any product which is not used at home. I am not like, because you will find a lot of entrepreneurs who create products but they ban them at home.
Your own home, you mean?
Yes, I've only sold products, I've only bought companies which I know that it's not that, I will never sell anything to anyone which I won't give it to my son, who's very special to me. So like whether it's White Hat Junior, so he has learned everything, the fundamentals of math and coding he has learned from some special teachers in White Hat. So I'm trying to tell that there is nothing which is all the, like out of millions of students who used our product or still use our products, how many product complaints are there online? You won't find, no one will tell. Today there is no alternate to Byju's. So we have to make a comeback in one form or the other for students who have not got access.
Why do you say there's no alternative to
what's
Byju?
The, like if
what is your USP that is different, that there is no alternative?
We have actually used, like at its peak, simultaneously we had 85,000 employees. We were creating those movie-like videos and game-like interactions to make sure that students love learning, to bring the childlike curiosity back in students. What is the most important skill today? It is not about learn, like a lot of students ask, why do I learn math? Like parents ask, why should they learn math? Why should they learn science? People, they are all used as a tool to learn the most important skill, if it's done right, which is learning how to learn. Today, the students who are going to schools today, all of us know that 15 years later, the skill set which they are learning in school, the math and science won't be of any use. But if you can make sure that you learn how to learn, all of us learn today. There is no other option. If it was previously, yeah, maybe you could have learned just one skill, worked in the same industry, same career for 30 years and you retire, like our parents or grandparents. It's not an option. you have to become a continuous learner. Like you need to learn at the pace which a 4-year-old or 3-year-old learned.
Do subscribe to the ANI Clips channel to get shorter versions of this podcast. Click here to watch the full episode.